and every step I take. But yesterday have gone and it's gone forever. It won't be here no more, still the future is not shown. Then why can't I leave?
In other words, you're one of the unique people we have here. You're not only a hit maker from behind the scene, but you're a hit maker on front of the scene as well.
Yeah, well, I think that there are other guys who does very well. I mean, Nodley, Frederick, Fatman does, he do perform and sing more than I do. I don't know the other guys to be singing.
Give us some idea of the guys that you've worked with and those who have had big hits.
Yeah, well, I remember a great hit from Nagota, Sun Would Shine, Rain Would Fall. Then I remember 2 consecutive years of Calypso Monarch with Scholar and a groupie Monarch. And then I remember Mr. X.
He filled me more green and young than me, but he grew up on ackee and saltfish. And
Squeezy,
my favorite.
Mr. West.
Janice, I know you here. I know you here. Gonna listen in the radio. Barry, I know you see, boy. I know you see. Gonna looking at your TV. Everybody shouting now.
What is like working with those guys?
Well, you know, these times you feel really happy when guys at this carnival come to you, because, you know, they are the top artists on the island, and it becomes a challenge for you, because, you know, at that time you have to do your best. I mean, you have Wizard there, you have Bubbler there, you have Mr. X there, you have Scholar there as a Calypso Monarch, and you can do nothing less, you know. But
do you feel intimidated when those guys turn up and they play something for you? Are you bold enough to say to them, well, look, this doesn't sound right, let's do it this way?
Yeah, we do that all the time. But sometimes I'm surprised, you know, because there are times when you're expecting, you know, bigger things from them, and then the challenge doesn't happen so great. So it's like, you know, I'm on top of things, you know, and that's where I want to be, you know. I could do what they want, I could give them what they want, and they're happy with what I give them, you know.
Have you had any occasions, I mean, I know it happens in recording studios quite a bit, where you had a lovely recording and then you can't find it, or it was wiped out or something like that?
Very, very often. Not lately. I mean, I remember I did a song for a lady in England, and I was supposed to email the track so she can do the vocals in England, and I just couldn't find it, and I got paid for it, you know. So I had to ask her again to send me some vocals again, and she was annoyed on the phone, you know. But she did it, and I got through it. I sent it for her, and she was happy again, you know. And I remember several times you go on, log in on your PC, and you can't find somebody's song. Yeah, and then you have to tell them, you have to face them to tell them that you have to start it over. And you know, they usually say that first mix or first arrangement is difficult to find, you know. And I usually try to comfort them and say, remember, man, I did the music, I remember what I played, so let's go again.
Paul, tell me about the changes you've seen with the equipment since you started in 1998.
Well, basically the changes have moved from the analog stuff to the digital. There are some vast changes, and it's taking place very fast. I remember I started on a mini disc 8-track recording, then I moved to, I kept that for a while, then I moved to another 24-track hard disk, and then I moved to the computer with the multiple tracks. And the technology moves so fast, and you know, it makes you want to keep up, but sometimes financially you can't keep up with it. You know, you use something for 1 year, 2 years, and I think you want to change it, but it's still applicable for another 3 or 4 years, because I've got some equipment now that I haven't changed from since '98. Most recording now can be done with just a PC. In that case, you'll be just using ready done samples than you're actually having to play, like to pick up your guitar and play, or play keyboard. Or you find most guys doing even the mixes in the computer, so you no longer use a mixing board. But you know, it's still a kind of tough decision to make, because I'm about to make a major change right now, but I'm thinking whether I should keep my board or whether I should go computer. And you talk to people, talk to other engineers, they would tell you that the computer is the way to go. Then you talk to another set and they would tell you, nah, stay with the board. So it's left up to me now to make a decision to see what kind of music I'm interested in producing. So I would use that to determine what kind of equipment I would settle for.
Most engineers would like to physically feel the knobs on the mixer.
Yeah, because I was doing a song with a guy only this morning, and he compared it with another song that he recorded in another studio, and he said, your stuff sound bigger. The entire song is bigger, the production is bigger. So he was wondering why. So then I asked him what were the studio equipped with, and then he said the guy just have a computer in his room, you know, I guess. But then I've heard other computer stuff that is as big as and warm as the analog stuff. And then it has a lot to do with the engineer himself. I mean, you can have whatever equipment, you know, because I've seen the guys work in studio over New York. They were telling me that they no longer use the expensive equipment to get certain sound. You can use $100 guitar to sound like a $3,000 guitar. So they no longer go for the more expensive stuff, you know, so it can be done.
I can remember the days when reverb used to be you go into a room and then you sing and you get a reverb from the sound of the room. That was
the reverberation from the walls.
From the old days. But now, I mean, just looking around here, your outboard stuff is quite impressive. Can you just tell us what you have, what you work with at the moment, from the desk to your keyboards?
Basically, it's a Marquee 32.8. The near-field monitors is the Event 2020. And the mainstream is the PC.
What PC you use? What PC you have?
No brand. It was built just for...
So it's custom made for your purposes?
For my purposes. There's no brand. Then the modules for tones and drums. Then you had the mastering section with DAT and CD. Because I like to be safe. You know, most guys say that the DAT is old-timeish, but you know...
But that is old school.
It's old school, but you know...
That is old school,
most of the guys who I recorded from 98, 99, up to 2000 looking for a song now, I can easily find it on a DAT for them, and they're happy about it. I'm going to move to about 80% digital. Right now I've got it 50-50, but I'm going to move to an 80% digital. I'll be building a new PC that can handle much more of the stuff.
Would you go digital for your desk as well?
That I'm still making up my mind upon. But I will be using two flat screen monitors, you know, and experimenting the mix both inside of the PC and on my desk, and I would make a comparison to see which one I would settle with. But the upgrade basically deal with a more powerful PC, and my monitor speakers I would change.
So if I want to come to you and do my next big track, my next single, how do we go about it?
It begins basically with you. If you have your song completely composed and you have your melody or your tune in which you want to sing your song, I would take it from there. I would take it from there and do the arrangement and do all the musical arrangement. So much guys do things different these days. You know, some guys find that if your song something like that can make it out there, some guy would say to you that I would want to be the producer of that song. So in that case, you don't pay for the recording. They will make you sign a contract that if your song do well, you will pay me this, you will get this for yourself. But this is not my kind of thing. I mean, I feel rather secure if a man can pay for his stuff, you know, and I give it to him. I rather be a producer for someone who doesn't have any money, and that I do every day, you know, record song for free then. You know? So almost everybody in Grenada who record can say that they have already gotten a song recorded here at Mount Zion for free.